This clip's brought to you by ServiceNow. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built on. With the ServiceNow AI platform, your AI, data, and workflows all work together, connecting every corner of your business. To see how you can put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com/AI-agents. All right, welcome back to Served, and as promised, I don't know, what are you 43 somewhere in the world right now? Alex Michelsen is with us, getting ready for his, I won't say hometown tournament, but home area tournament. I'm assuming Indian Wells is the tournament that you probably went to a bunch as a spectator. Welcome to Served, and how you feeling going into Indian Wells?
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'm feeling pretty good. I've been playing some decent ball last couple of months. I feel like I lost a couple tough matches, but still feel like I'm playing good and ready to go to my home tournament. 2-hour drive, but it's better than nothing else is closer. So
God, how good is it to get in a car to go to a tournament as opposed to get on a plane?
Unbelievable feeling. I'm so pumped. I can drive my own car. I'm so pumped.
Are you in your childhood room right now? Where are you?
Yes, I'm in my childhood room. You can probably see I got a poster of Rafa right here. I got a bunch of this is my childhood room. I grew up in here, and I'm just home before New Wells because I have a place in Florida, but
I feel I
love this room.
I feel like if we panned right, we would see the bunk beds from Step Brothers.
No, but my bed's pretty small. I'm not gonna lie. I have to sleep. I have to sleep diagonally to fit. So
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, those beds weren't designed for 6'4" children.
Yeah. So you mentioned they weren't. You mentioned you've been playing good ball. I think it's 6-5 on the year. I feel like I was looking through your results before I came on, and I feel like you're losing to people that are winning tournaments or putting up good results, right? It's not as if you're losing to someone who then goes and loses to 3 people in a row or something.
Yeah, no, I'm losing to some guys that are playing well. I've lost to 2 guys this year that have won the tournament, Med and Korda.
Yeah.
And then I lost to Kachanov in Australia, tough 5-setter.
That's a rough draw.
I was a tough draw, but I feel like that one could have gone either way, but he's got a little more experience than I do. And I lost to Fokina last week. I've lost some guys that they know what they're doing. So it's good though. It's good. I'm getting to play some high level guys like that and just more experience under the belt. So it's gonna go my way eventually. So I'm not worried.
It will. I mean, all you can do is put yourself in position. That's totally right. So one of the things I think is interesting about kind of the way that we were introduced to you, or the way that you got to tour, was there used to be kind of this precedent, and now college is like a superpower, so it's not the same. It's like you go to college and it's basically like a minor league system, and guys come out of college ready to play now. But it was weird for me to see kind of your process, because back in the day you'd have some chucker that won 2 matches at NCAAs and then turned pro, and you were where the fuck is this guy from? And you were you were almost like the opposite. I feel like you were borderline top 100 before you actually decided to go pro, right? I feel like you wanted to go to college, and you you almost had to play you almost had to play yourself out of going to college somehow.
Yeah, my parents really wanted me to go to school. My dad's a lawyer, my mom is a teacher. They're very school-oriented people, and they really wanted me to go to school. And I was I remember I was 250 for 3 or 4 months, and and they're like, well, you're not making any money at 250, so might as well go to school. I was like, yeah, I mean, you're right. I don't got too much money to my name. And then all of a sudden, I won a challenger, and I finaled Newport, and I was 140, and then it was kind of no brainer from there. But I trust me, I didn't want to go to school. I wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed in the classroom. So I'm happy to be playing some ball.
Yeah, Sean, Mike, and I weren't either, so we can totally relate to that. Was that a sudden thing? Because I remember the Newport thing, and it you make quarters, and then you beat Isner, I think, in the semis, and I was kind of sitting here, I'm like, this is getting weird. It's kind of getting to the point where did you feel chatter around it? Did you feel outside pressure? Or was it pretty insular? Was the only conversation that mattered the one that inside of that room that you're in right now?
Well, yeah, I think I definitely heard it because I won the challenger the week before, and I was top 200, and then people were starting to chat a little bit, but I still felt like I was pretty under the radar, and I was just telling myself it's all poison, don't listen to it. And I just kind of took it one match at a time, and I got pretty lucky. I got out of a crazy first round in Newport, and I don't know. But after I won Chicago, I was top 200. I was like, okay, well, worst case, I'm just open cues. Am I really going to go to school? So I kind of alleviated the pressure from myself after I won Chicago, if that makes sense. I wasn't thinking about it too much. And I was like, when I found out Newport, I was just like having fun. That's probably the most fun I've ever had. I was like by myself that week. It was a good time. Yeah.
Was it strange that you kind of had success before you had kind of committed to it being a profession? Like some people, I'm just fascinated by journeys. Like some people will play, and then Vachereau wins Shanghai, right? And he was 200 in the world forever. Were you surprised by how quickly you were getting professional wins when you first started kind of dabbling in pro tennis?
For sure. Yeah. It all happened super quick. Like I never really thought I was going to be a pro. Like growing up, it wasn't a thing. Like I was just trying to go to school and like get a scholarship. And I always kind of knew I was good enough for that. But once COVID hit in 2020, I just started like training my ass off, like training all the time. And like, cause tennis is like one of the only sports that we could play because, you know, you're not, it's not contact. So I was just grinding and I just started, I would homeschooled started my junior year of high school and I just started grinding. And it just kind of like happened really fast. And like, it was like, okay, your juniors, like, okay, now you play futures and okay, now you're ranked here. So you got to play challengers. And it just kept happening. And all of a sudden I was like 140. I was like, oh, okay, now this is my life. So but I'm not complaining. So it was really quick. Yeah.
You SoCal guys, man. Like I remember Sam Querrey, like back in the day, I would use him as like a practice partner. And I was like, what do you think? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, you gonna go pro? He's like, well, I don't know. I'll play pretty good. Like you SoCal guys are like a different breed.
Yeah, I think it's like a little more chill here. We're a lot more laid back here in Cali. I think that's what it is.
Explain to our listeners, like juniors and kind of, I don't want to call it hobby tennis, but like you're 15, you're playing tournaments. Explain the difference, you know, for the people at home, juniors, challengers, and then to the pro tour, because, you know, you can shoot to, you know, like you did 130, but then shit gets real when you start getting to 60, 50, 40. Every person that you're playing is also a phenom, right? Like, it goes, can you just talk about kind of the levels and kind of your experience with kind of walking up the ladder?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of levels to tennis, that's for sure. And like, you know, when I'm 14, 15, just like parents are driving me to all the junior tournaments around here. Just kind of, I mean, we're definitely taking it very seriously, but, you know, not thinking anything would happen. And then like you get to like the junior slams, right? That's a whole different thing from like juniors. And you got the junior slams and like, then it becomes a little more serious and everyone's trying very hard, you know, traveling from long ways and, but still not super professional. And then you get to the futures and like the guys are even better and you're playing for like a McDonald's gift card if you win the tournament. And these guys are just like trying to like claw at your throat. And like, that's when it kind of gets real. Everyone's just, I feel like it's like a cat, like just clawing at you, you know, that's what it is in the futures and challengers. And like, everyone's really good. Everyone's trying to, you know, survive. And then you get on the tour and you're like, okay, all these guys like are even better. And they all know how to beat me. And like, it's just different. I don't know. It's really tough to explain. It's just the level just gets higher and higher, like in everything, like physically, mentally, tennis wise, like it all gets higher and higher. And it's definitely tough to navigate. I've, you know, had a bunch of tough stretches already in my career. Like in the challengers, I lost a lot. And then like once I turned pro, like I had a couple of months where I couldn't win matches. And then once I was top 100, like I went to Europe for the first time, couldn't win a match. It was like, it's, you know, it's hard and there's a lot of levels, a lot of stuff to get used to for sure.
Talk through the balls and strikes of like, let's say an average tour player, right? I look at it, you know, but I also never want to be the guy who talks about tennis, you know, who's 15 years out of it and pretends like he knows it. But like from the outside looking in, it seems like the air count gets cut by like 70%, right? In juniors, you can like people would just miss like randomly. And it feels like it feels like movement is like a non-negotiable. Everyone can just move their ass off and it's tough to exploit. In your opinion, what are like the biggest, you know, not the mental, not the hunger, not the kind of playing for a hamburger, but like the physical non-negotiables for being like a tour player?
I think for me, that's an easy one. I think they play the pressure point, like the guys in the top 100 play the pressure points unbelievable compared to the guys that aren't top 100. I feel like every time I'm playing a guy that's really good and I have a break point, they're making a first serve, you know, like 80% of the time. Like, I feel like the guys that they're a lot more clutch. I mean, you have to do a ton of winning to get to top 100, right? But I feel the pressure points, the guys are really, really good. That's my feeling.
Explain the mental stress of like, you probably grew up winning everything. It's like you show up and you're in the semis.
No.
And is that not true?
No. I was very average junior before COVID. I was like 30 in my class tennis recruiting, like maybe ranked like top 20 in SoCal. Like I wasn't great. Like I wouldn't just like rock up the tournaments and win everything.
Are all the guys who were better than you like 4 years ago super pissed then?
Yeah, I have a bunch of friends, my friend group, like their record on me is like 4-0, 5-0. They would shot me, and like and they're all like, man, you suck. How are you 40 in the world? Like, what are you doing? But he's like, what am I doing? Like, why am I so bad now? No, but yeah, I've lost a lot of matches. Trust me, I wasn't that good as a junior.
Interesting. You strike me as a guy who like it's pretty pure off the backhand side. Like your tennis IQ is like you were making finals of tour events before you knew that this was going to be a job. Like what was the big, I understand training and like actually trying during COVID, but like, what were the things that you still did well when you were like 12?
My backhand was sick. My backhand's always been really good, but like my serve and forehand were horrendous. Like I would double fault like 20 times a match. Like I couldn't put a ball on the court on like my forehand side because I'm left-hand dominant and I'm playing right-handed, like, you know, because I'm really smart. So, you know, it's
and humble.
It's well, I think if I played lefty, I think that would have been smarter. But I played baseball when I was younger, so that's why it's kind of similar to the backhand. And
the lefty righty thing is interesting to me because like you people that have like this weird lefty righty thing, like Fish, great backhand, plays golf left-handed, right? Rafa, great backhand, plays golf right-handed. You know, you're a natural lefty. You have there's something there. And then my dear friend and mentor Jim Courier ruins everything because his backhand was as bad as mine, but he plays golf righty. But like what goes into, like, your parents played college tennis, so what goes into the decision to flip you away from a lefty? That seems like malpractice.
Yeah, well, so it's actually a funny story. I was righty until I started hitting backhands when I was 3, and then when I was 6, my parents were like, okay, you got to hit a forehand eventually, and they tried to switch me because obviously I couldn't hit a forehand because like my right side is like awful, and then I was like, no, I'm quitting tennis. If you switch me to lefty, I'm quitting tennis. Apparently I said that, and my brother had just quit tennis. I have an older brother. He had just quit tennis apparently. So they were like, okay, we'll leave it. And, you know, he never changed it. But yeah, they definitely tried though. But it was all my fault. I choked. Yeah.
So since they played, was it just a natural thing where like, do you remember do you ever remember not having tennis? No,
I remember. Apparently, this is what I've been told. I started hitting backhands against the garage when I was 3 years old. And, you know, they knew if like, you know, you got to start young if you want to be good in tennis. You can't like just rock up and start at 10. Cause like, it's really, I mean, didn't Ben do it though? It's like really hard to do though. Yeah, I hit with my parents like every day of the week till I was like 15. Like I didn't spend too much money on tennis. It's just good. I always just had them, and like they would hit with my mom. I hit with my mom all the time, just grinding. And she's like still a machine. Like my parents are playing tennis right now. They love it. They're out grinding right now. And it's 8 a.m. So like,
so good.
Yeah, that was kind of my upbringing. Just a lot of tennis. I played baseball and soccer as well, but tennis is way better.
Do we believe Ben when he says I didn't play till I was 10? His dad made the 4th round of Wimbledon. Are we calling bullshit on that?
I think maybe he didn't start taking it like seriously and he definitely picked up a racket before then, right?
Of
like,
course,
surely.
that's
Yeah.
I feel like that story just keeps getting better each time it's told.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll ask him anything else.
Please do. Yeah, report back live from Indian Wells. Yeah. Special reporter, Alex Michelsen. So I was reading some stuff off court. Is it going to really piss you off when the Hornets are better than the Lakers very soon?
I'm actually a Clippers guy, so I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, that's bad info. My producer's bad.
That's ATP website.
Oh, that's cool. So we're already better.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, the HP website also says I'm 175, and I weigh like 200 now. So like, I don't know. Good.
So good.
You are 21 years old, right?
Good research. Yeah. Are you 40?
There we go. We got it right.
Did we play? Are we?
I'd be a damn good looking 40-year-old though. I was 40 right now.
Good looking 21-year-old, if I may say so.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So, wait. So, okay, I'm a little frustrated with you right now, if I'm being honest. So you're in, the LA area, and you choose the Clippers and you choose the Clippers over the Lakers, and then you're a left-hander and you choose right-handed over left-handed, are you going to make any more bad decisions like in the upcoming months?
Probably, yeah. Probably safe to say, but the reason I'm a Clippers fan is because you know Rocket. Remember Rocket? You just saw him in Dallas. He's very good friends with the Clippers team doctor, and we get like pretty good tickets. We're actually going to a game on Thursday, and like the Intuit Dome is like the coolest sports stadium I've ever seen. And I don't know. Like everyone already likes the Lakers. They don't need another fan in me. Everyone already loves them. So yeah, I think Clippers. Yeah, I'm two strikes down. I'm Clippers fan, playing right-handed. What's gonna be the third strike? I don't know. But it's gonna be something bad.
I love the storyline with, and I'm gonna ask this. I'm trying to ask this the right way, but like, I grew up like Marty. We went to high school together. There's like this. We relate so much to each other because all of our progressions happened in lockstep, right? It was like 14, I was good, he sucked. Then 16, he was good, I sucked. And then but all of our little kind of moments happened as we were like close friends. It seems like you and Learner kind of have that thing. People, is it a world where you guys are actually that close, or is that story kind of exaggerated?
No, we're pretty close. We've done a lot of training together. Like when he was 12, 14, he was miles better than me. And then as I got a little older, he beat me in the finals of SoCal sectionals. I was 17, he was 16. He beat me there. And then after that, like I'm a little older, so I kind of got a little better and I got a little stronger, and I started playing on the tour. And then he started to catch up, and now he's definitely playing some better ball. I mean, we've definitely been going like this since we were since we were 12, just kind of going on top of each other. So, and we definitely we love each other, but we definitely want to beat each other every time we go out there. Like we played 4 times already on the tour, and every time we go out there, like we love each other, but yeah, we definitely want to win, especially me. I love winning.
Should I ask you what the head is? Should I ask you what the head-to-head is, just so you can give him some shit right now? Because I know what it is.
Yeah, I'm up 3-1, baby. Yeah.
Well, and also the
ATP next gen,
Well, you'll be happy to know this, and maybe you can give him shit because, well, I don't know that the ATP Tour website is much of a reference after the disaster of information that we've gotten from it, but they actually have you 3-0 because did you play the wonky scoring at Next Gen Finals?
Yes, I
Might
did.
not officially count. Just saying.
Okay.
I think there's an argument to be had.
So it has me a 3-0.
3-0.
It does.
Okay. So daddy status. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Take what I can get.
You should immediately sign off and take a screenshot and just see what the reaction is. Walk us through, because I know that if Marty had a result and beat a pro, even in an exhibition, I remember he beat I don't know if it was Cecil Mammon or something that was 80 in the world. And I'm like, holy shit, Marty can beat people that are 80 in the world. Have you guys talked about, do you guys take confidence from seeing each other level up kind of over this run?
For sure. I mean, when I found out my first challenger, we were talking about not that long ago, he was like, man, you find your, he was telling me, he's I was thinking man, you found out your first challenger, how the hell did you do that? These guys are unreal, and then you kind of just level up, and I'm like, now I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, you quartered Aussie. What is wrong with you? You're so good at tennis. And it's it's kind of and we've been doing that the whole way. So, and when I made third round Aussie, he was like, dude, you're so good. And now it's it's pretty cool. We're in contact a lot. We, stuff like that. It's really cool. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I'm asking him, how do you beat Medvedev? I'm like, I don't know how you do it. The guy dices me every time. But I dice you, but then you dice him. So it's kind of I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
but the tennis is all about matchups.
Correct. Yeah, the matchups are never a lot of stuff will always change in tennis. It gets bigger, stronger, faster. Matchups at a certain level dictate a lot of it. I mean, obviously, a bad matchup for Alcaraz, he still wins 95% of the time. But matchups are so big.
Yeah, when you're Carlos, I don't know if there is a bad matchup. That's the thing.
Yeah, geez, that's probably right. Talk about a little bit, because we're going in, when this airs, we will be going into Indian Wells. I had I had been to the US Open when I was a kid, and then going back there, is Indian Wells, does that hold a special place just because I assume that was probably a yearly place for you to go? If you grew up watching, you didn't go there?
I went once when I was 8.
Dude, this is maybe the biggest fail of an interview I've ever had as far as information and my guessing. I've gotten everything wrong.
Well, I was always playing tournaments. I was always during that time. There's always other tournaments going on around here. So I remember going once. I watched Isner play Almagro, and I was these guys are a joke. I'm never being a pro. Like, there's no way. I remember having like those frozen lemonades that are super good, but I only went once. Yeah.
Jeez.
I remember. Yeah. I was always grinding tournaments.
Well, the good news is any press you do from here on out, you're going to have someone that's actually good at their job. So there should be a lot of upside.
But you're the guinea pig. You didn't know. I mean, nobody really knows. So.
Here we are. Now we know.
Breaking news.
This is breaking news. Breaking news. He's been a Clippers fan since he was 2 years old.
Yeah.
We're good. We're so good at our job. Last thing I want to ask you about is you played Laver Cup this year. You played for my idol, my friend, mentor, Andre Agassi. How was that? He walks into the team room and the feeling is what?
I mean, that was one of the best weeks of my entire life.
Really?
Seeing him there, like, I mean, and the amount, it's just the big thing for me was like the amount of energy and like how much he like wanted us to win. He wanted us to win so bad. And like, he was so like, you could see the matches, like he was pretty tight, but like in a good way, and he would just bring so much energy. And, I came out tight as a rope, and he really helped me out that match. I remember. But yeah, I mean, just seeing him there, how can you not get inspired? And you got Agassi, and then you got Rafter over there as well. And it's super hard not to get inspired. And I was lucky enough to play 4 different matches, and in the atmosphere, it was like full every day. And, I had a blast. I only won 1 match out of 4, but I still had a lot of fun.
Still got the W.
Yeah, I got 1. That was a match. The demon like got his ear cut in half.
The Tyrese Halliburton Olympics tweet. Do you remember that one?
No.
So you actually won a match. So you contributed way more than Halliburton, but he didn't play a minute in the entire Olympics. And then when he said he was holding his gold medal, and he said when you didn't do anything on the group project, but you got an A.
Yeah.
I thought that was clean.
Yeah, that was Riley. That was Riley.
Yeah, that was Riley. Yes, shots fired. I love it. Alex, man, thanks for coming on. I'm a big fan of you. We got to say hello and mess around one night at the U.S. Open last year. You just
was a blast.
The kind of behind the scenes. I'm always texting people, and nobody ever says anything bad about you. Everyone really likes you. I think that's
actually really surprising.
Or I just don't have the right, or similar to this interview, I'm just not asking the right questions. I don't know. All the continued success, man. We're always cheering for you. Come back on anytime. Good luck at Indian Wells.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.